UN Women, UN High Commission for Refugees and other partners through the Second Chance Education Program have trained over 50 vulnerable internally displaced women and young women in poultry farming. These marginalized ladies have also been given the startup kits to begin what can improve their livelihood here in Yaoundé town.
I want to thank the UN Women for what they have done to us, the women, because it was not really easy. I left because of this crisis. Came here, it was not really going, but I really thank God for this thing that they have done. Thanks for the feed, the chicks, the drinkers. It really helped us.
We have also received charcoal, we have received feed. We received 1,000 chicks and 20 bags of feed for a startup project, which will go a long way to help IDPs, help vulnerable women, those who are in need, especially those who have moved from Bamenda to come here and are trying to survive.
One of the 4 project pathways is entrepreneurship training and skills to support them start their own businesses.
But what we'll do more is to reinvest, so that we can grow more and more from the capital that we have been helped with, so that we can do great things in life. We do not intend any here.
It all started with the training to equip them with basic knowledge and skills in poultry production.
They start by training the women, first of all, in the poultry farming, how to raise the chicks, how to heat them, the vaccinations, the drugs, how to give the drugs, because they will really need to know how to give drugs, how to heat them, the temperature which is conducive for the chicks, because if you don't know the temperature, you can actually overheat or they can be too cold, which they will not grow. So they first of all impact us with the training and before they give us the support, which means we are able, we know what we are doing, thanks to the UN Women and their partners, BONET, and the Second Chance Education.
They also have enough space to carry on the activity.
It's really something that will go a long way to help us, to impact us, and to move us to another level.
To implement the acquired skills effectively, the program donated 1,000 day-old chicks and other basic materials needed to kickstart this socio-economic activity that can transform lives of these marginalized women and young women in town.
Internally displaced women who are into poultry farming, after their training, they were provided with startup kits which included broilers, that is the day-old chicks. We gave them bags of feed. We gave them charcoal, which will be used to warm up the poultry. We gave them sawdust, which will be used on the surface where the birds stay. And we also provide them with drinkers and feeders, as well as poultry clothing and shoes. And we're also following up on the growth process of the chicks. That means we have a specialist who is going to administer the various vaccines, anti-stress, and vitamins to these chicks and follow them up to 45 days.
They had to work tirelessly during the delicate process of brooding day-old chicks for a period of 3 weeks. But there were challenges.
Actually, the climate also played a very big role in this period. You know, the climate during this period was very cold, and the chicks are so small, so it really affected them. And we lost some of the chicks. And even the cost of the heating was a little bit higher because of the climate. Since places are cold, they needed constant fire for 24 hours, of which if the climate was a little bit warmer, it wouldn't have been like that.
The success rate is good, and the beginners are happy with the experience too.
Even though we lost some of them, but the output is really good. Yes, because those that succeeded, they are really good, and the species of the chicks too is really good.
What we provided, especially the feed for the chicks, was not enough, so they were expecting more from BONET, but we made them to understand that what we provided was actually what we could afford. And then another challenge too is that being a group work, working with women, it has not always been easy. There's always some sort of conflict, but we have been trying in our effort to resolve this conflict that comes up, and we will still continue to be the mediator.
The 53 beneficiaries divided into 4 groups have to continue from here.
Today actually is we can say the D-Day, because at the level of distribution now, after 21 days, we are sharing about 850 chicks to the 4 groups among 53 members. For the supervision and the follow-up, it has not really been easy, but the good thing is that most of the women that were trained are really participative and active, and I think today is a joyous day because they are all happy that at the end they are receiving chicks where they will continue to feed them, and then after some time, from the recommendation we gave them, they are expert in that. They already know when they will have to set them off, and when they set them off, it needs to continue because what we provided was just start up, so they need to continue the rearing of the poultry farming. So when they will sell this one, they will buy others and then continue with on their own. But we will still continue to supervise and coordinate all the activities of the poultry farming.
From here, when they will sell the chicks, it will be a source of income, capital, that they can start up a business, and or we can even grow the poultry, we can enlarge the poultry and move to other sectors. Thanks to the UN Women and their partners, because if not of them, I think we wouldn't have been here today.
Fattening or rearing the 3-week-old chicks up to the table age, ready for consumption.
I am a leader of Titi Garage Group, and we are to receive 180 chicks. That we are 11 of us, so we are going to contribute money and buy feed and their drugs if need be. From there, we are going to remove the little benefit that we are having, but what we'll do more is to reinvest.
Yes, they are ready and excited to face this life-changing initiative. The expectations are high.
We think that with time they are going to be able to take their chicks to the market, sell, and also buy more chicks and the feed, so that they can continue making money from the poultry business. So I think that we look at it in a sustainable way where we can offer them something that will produce more money so that they can come back and buy more of those products and make more money.
Apart from contributing socio-economically to the local communities, poultry production will enable them to pay their children's school fees easily, and it is a source of self-employment. Thanks to the Second Chance Education and Vocational Learning Program brought to Cameroon by the UN Women and partner organizations, sponsored by UNHCR.